Hey guys, we're back. This is y'all's first video. I'm Leon, and we're talking about journeying to the new rich. I discussed in this last video what I've been doing this year. I've taken it a whole nother level. I've been able to just walk away from a corporate job. I've been able to pretty much be your own safety net, and that's what I really want to talk about today. Is stopping the bleeding. If you've noticed the past couple days or past week. You've seen the stock market take huge drops. The USA credit rating has been decreased, and people are panicking. Just watching, I'm a fan of social media because that's how I make some of my money. It's a revenue builder. Just looking at the various statuses from LinkedIn, the blogs on Tumblr, WordPress, Facebook, and yes, I still peruse MySpace every now and then, but especially Twitter. Everybody's talking about how their 401ks are tanking. This video is strictly about stopping the bleeding. Do not continue to just let yourself sit in a poor situation when you know you have the ability to change it. Like I said, let's start with fan of books, as I said on my last video. Let me grab this book for you. Here it is, 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. There you go. You can see it better now. It's how to escape the 9-to-5, live anywhere, and join the new rich. This was a very, very interesting read. It's really awesome. It's a great storyline of how a man went from $40,000 a year to $40,000 a month. If he can do it, you can do it. It's very possible. All you gotta do is work at it and value your time. That book will definitely change your paradigm of thinking. Also, like I said in the book, I like to keep it. I read 3 to 5 books a month, and you should as well. You should be getting your hands on anything. Just a small little book, little pocket read. It's quite simple. I bought this book for what I think like $10 or something like that. It's Make Today Count by John C. Maxwell. If you guys know who he is, he's one of the profound leaders and of written material on leadership and personal relationships in the business atmosphere. Make today count. Some people, there was a saying about success. Oh wow, awesome. There's a saying about success is not just one big event. It's the sum of little events over a period of time. This book, if you need some place to start, will definitely help you get there. Let's keep it going. This is a great book. If you feel like it's not your time, it's your time by Joel Osteen. I like it. Sometimes I read I don't know if you're a Christian, Muslim, whatever you believe. If you're whatever you believe in, just in the powers of the universe. Hey. There's something out there for you. Just gotta believe that it's out there for you. Just walk in faith in whatever you believe, and just keep moving, and you will get there. Now, going back to the topic of this video, stop the bleeding. Most 401k programs, you can go online with your company. You can definitely just go and reallocate your contributions, right? So if you want to stop the bleeding, maybe 4 or 5 days ago when it first hit, you should have, when you saw what was happening, you should have logged into your 401k and transferred all your stuff that you had in all these different funds or whatever, which are getting hit by fees all the time, and just moved all your distribution or all your cash distributions into a money market. It's there. It's part of your 401k plans. If not, you need to get another one. That's pretty much your cashing out. And I'm not a financial advisor doing whatever, but just stop your own bleeding. When I first started with my oil and gas company back in 2008, it was people were like, oh my gosh, I had over a 600% return on my money invested into my 401k through the years of 2008, 2009. No BS. Other people lost at least probably, I'll say 30 to 60%. of their cash. And I'm just asking why. They're like, well, I'm investing for the long term. Okay, long term. There's a rule number one, and this is in the Tao of Warren Buffett. I'm going to read it to you guys. The premier guy on buying and holding companies and investing long term. In this book, the Tao of Warren Buffett, first chapter is Getting Rich and Staying Rich. I'm going to show it to you guys. If you guys believe Warren, you don't have to believe me, but you'll believe Warren Buffett, right? It says, rule number one, never lose money. Rule number two, never forget rule number one. Simple like that. If you see yourself in a position to lose money, stop it. Just don't lose it. It's harder. Some people are like, oh, it's harder than what it is. It's really not hard. If you can log on to Facebook, if you can log into LinkedIn, if you're watching this video, you can log into your 401k plans and move your cash distributions to your money markets. Simple as that. When to buy, they always say buy high, sell low, but a savvy investor can buy when it's can make money when it's a down market, and you can also make money when it's an emerging market. Just further your education. There's certain things that you can do in this life. You're going to pay for your financial education either one of two ways. You're going to pay up front with gaining knowledge and understanding from books or attending seminars or just getting immersed in the culture. Or you're going to pay from losing 3/4 of your 401k. Which one would you rather have? I'd rather spend $1,500 up front and have a 600% return on my 401k than a down market than lose $30,000, $40,000 in a 401k just because I threw up my hands like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Yo, cut that out. We're all grown. You can take care of yourself. If you can manage your household business, if you get on Facebook and blog about how the economy's sucking, then you can get in there and make a difference in your own life. And last book for the day that I'm going to talk about, and no, I'm not getting any proceeds from these books. My proceeds have been my 600% return in this instance. It's a book by Larry Winget. You're broke because you want to be. All right? It's a very straightforward book, and it's very, very hard-hitting. If you want a guy to tell you to stop bleeding, this is the guy to do it. He'll tell you to cut everything out because you can't afford it. And just be honest with yourself. If you can, you can. You can't, you can't. I'm not in favor of like cutting all your expenses. I'm in favor of a way of finding more means to pay for those expenses. But yeah, let's take a step in the right direction here and just start taking control of your life. When it comes to just living your life, you need to have a work-life balance. That's one way you can stop the bleeding. If you're all 100% work, it's like it's a three-legged stool. You have your work, your family life, and your recreation. It takes 3 points to make a plane. If one of those points isn't there, or you only have 1 point, how are you going to sit on a one-legged stool? It's not going to work. So just keep in mind, life is a balance. Learn how to balance your time at work. Learn how to balance. If that means you have to work mobily to spend some time with your kids, just stay logged in at work, do what you need to do. Just do something. But just please stop the bleeding. Stop complaining. The journey to New Rich, you want to come join us. There's no time for complaining. You made a mistake. Okay, you made a mistake. Learn from it. Keep it moving. But in the meantime, I've got to talk to some buyers. I've got to talk to some sellers. And I've also have to talk to some web developers to make sure we're doing the right thing and staying on track. Learn how to, as a parting words, learn how to work on your business and not own a job and work in your business. We'll talk about that later, but for today, guys, stop the bleeding. Do yourself a favor. Bye.